Hi guys, thank you so much for being here. So today I'm here with another collective tarot reading, and I pulled the seed for your current energies, the starborn, and the eternal child. So I feel like when I was tapping into your energy, I feel like your inner child could be quite activated right now and feeling a lot of anxiety and grief and fear. There's something I feel like you guys are giving up or letting go of or trying to let go of, and there is this feeling also of like a new beginning, because the seed talks about a new beginning, and also there's the pearl, which I've talked about before. It's like, you know, going through something so much and getting grit out of it. So there's something about resilience and perseverance coming through. I feel like the more connected and the more safe you can make your inner child feel, the better and easier it will be to step into the starborn. I'm also seeing Queen of Wands and King of Wands, so it will be easier to step into fire energy specifically. There's something I feel like you want to go after where you feel stuck. And some of you, I feel like, are letting go of something and you feel stuck. It could be both for some of you. I hear getting out in the sun would be really helpful. Asking for light codes from the sun could be really helpful as well. I definitely felt extreme anxiety and grief. I had to like redo the reading, and breathing could be very important right now. There is something you're birthing, and it has to do with like an inner birthing, inner self that's coming alive. And I'm seeing it almost as like layers of yourself are being kind of like, I'm hearing I can't remember what that word is called. Sloughed. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but they're getting like taken off. I'm like, what is that word? So I feel like layers of yourself are being taken off, and you're getting to the core of who you are. And there is like pain, like the layers of the pain that I feel like you may be moving through. And I feel like, I feel like you've gone through a lot of layers of yourself. And I feel like it's never done, obviously, getting to the core of ourselves and to our soul. But I do feel like whatever layer that you're currently taking down right now is really painful. So it could be an identity that you're leaving behind. It could be a relationship. And even if it is a relationship, it's an identity with that relationship as well that you could be leaving behind. And I think the guidance right now is to feel your feelings, and you don't have to feel them all at once. Okay, you can take it in chunks. Someone told me this before about like setting a timer, and like, okay, for 5 minutes, I'm gonna feel all of my feelings and all of my grief and all of it, and then I'm gonna put it to the side, and then like, that I can do. Sometimes taking it in increments, pain can be really healing and helpful, instead of like being like, okay, I have to feel this all at once. And it's funny that this is coming through, but what did it say? Gosh, I'm like, I want to say it. I was doing this for myself today, and it said, healing is not, hold on. What did it say? You don't have to perform healing. You don't have to be perfect today. You're allowed to struggle. That was the message. And I feel like that is for some reason, I don't know why I'm getting this, but healing could be seen as something you have to do, or not like have to do, but like it could be really important for some of you to heal. And sometimes, like for me, myself, I have hyper focused on healing and not really done a lot of things that like make me feel pleasure or fun. And then like sometimes like that can be detrimental to like our mental health in some way, because we're like going too far into the healing. So I don't know why that's coming up. That usually never comes up for me in readings, but I think it's interesting. I feel like there's something you're feeling internally that's being woken up inside you, that like once you fully integrate this pain and feel the feelings and move through this and let go of whatever you need to let go, or get unstuck in whatever way that you feel stuck, I feel like whatever's beneath the pain, that's like what the eternal child and the starborn and the seed are all about. And I think that you're going through this process of grieving and letting go, and like recognizing patterns and recognizing places and situations that you put yourself in that maybe weren't the best, or how you've acted, or like, just depends, right? Whatever you're realizing is really strong. I'm seeing the death card. I feel like all of us are going through like a death process. mostly right now, especially right now with like the intensity of society and the intensity of like what we're all going through as a collective. Um, and there is something about shining your light that's coming through, um, and needing to be seen for your gifts. Oh my God, distraction. I don't know why Spirit's encouraging you to step into your power, to step into your gifts, to share yourself more, to be more brave and courageous. And if that freaks you out, I totally get it. Being seen is like one of the scariest things for me. Even now, I still am like, oh God, I have to do a reading. Like, I'm scared, right? And it's like, it's okay. Can you work through the fear? The fear is like something that like, we don't have to let fear stop us. And you can have fear and be courageous at the same time. Okay. I want to get into the, do you want me an everyday witch or a fountain? Want the harmony? Okay. Okay, so Harmony Tarot, I feel like you could be really silent right now. I'm like, it's so quiet. Like, I just feel like being quiet and being still could be very helpful right now. For some of you, I feel like it may feel scary to be quiet. I mean, not scary to be quiet, but scary to be alone. Maybe this time right now is about being alone. Some of you are really good at being alone. So like, if this doesn't apply to you, I'm sorry. But like, being alone right now and like getting connected to like what's going on internally could be very helpful in like helping you with your intuition. It's like what I'm hearing. Again, I feel like it keeps getting pulled back. So the eternal child is what I want to talk about. So there's darkness down here and then there's a rainbow up here, right? And I think it's like the two different ways that like we can show up with our inner child, right? Because like if we're not satisfying our inner child and finding the spirit within and like loving and being safe, like our inner child's gonna act out, okay? So that's what this darkness is. And maybe you found yourself in a period of like doing that. I totally have been there, so like no judgment. There's never any judgment here, like I swear. Totally not. So if you're judging yourself for being in maybe the darker aspects of the eternal child, do not judge yourself. You're learning. This is part of the process. Like, I just feel like I'm supposed to be quiet. Like, it's so weird. Like, I just feel like I really feel like a sense of like being soft and gentle towards yourself. And again, the more you can heal your inner child and the more you can pay attention to them, here's the thing, like, inner child healing is not easy because we have a resistance to it, especially if you were treated as a child like pushed away or not seen or criticized or very debilitated, just not loved in a light and unconditional way. Then I'm feeling a little disassociation and numbness as well too. So there could be resistance to this. Now, I just did this today. So funny. So what you can do is you can ask the resistance to step aside for a minute, or the disassociation or the numbness, like step aside for a second and like let me love my inner child. And then I had to do that too because I have so much resistance with my inner child because of how much trauma I've been through. But like, it's not the point. The point is like, how can you like hold yourself and your inner child? Because again, the more you can do that, the easier this process will be. And you will find that you will not step into the dark spaces that the inner child needs because it's seeking love and validation, right? So like if we don't feed that part of ourselves, it's going to go looking for it outside of ourselves. And I think that this is about like, okay, when I feel like I'm not safe and loved and I don't show up for my inner child, like this pattern shows up for me and this thing shows up for me. And then like I go this way or that way, right? So it's like not judging that, being unconditionally loving towards yourself and showing up. But like, I really do feel like this is about showing up for yourself. And I do feel like a lot of you are already doing that because we do have the seed and the starboard and the internal child. It's like very powerful. Like whatever you're going through right now is extremely powerful. And I feel like you're coming out the other side. Even if you feel like you're not, I feel like you are. So like, this is maybe encouragement to like keep going. You're like, I'm here again on the last legs of this journey. And I just mean this chapter, not journey, like the whole thing. Like obviously healing is never done, which kind of, it's amazing, but blows as well. We have 7 of Swords and 3 of Pentacles. Okay, what's going on, Spirit? Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Cups. I hear the wheel is turning. 8 of Swords. Ace of Swords. 8 of Cups. Yeah, those are walking away from something. There's a major truth. Almost like I feel like you're walking away from confusion. The Fool's on the bottom of the deck. We got the Tower and I felt that Tower. I never say it and I'm like, dude, I was feeling it before this. Like there was something that happened for some reason that really triggered you. Some of you could be worried about someone walking away, or someone walked away from you, or you feel like they're walking away from you, and that's causing a tower. Because there's like this, it's funny because we have the Ace of Swords in the middle of this spread, okay? That's like a major truth coming through, okay? I am seeing High Priestess. Then we have the Eight of Cups on this side, the Eight of Swords on this side, and we have 10 of Cups here and the Wheel. So like, I'm just looking for this for a second. Something happened. Something that was meant to fall down fell down, the Tower. And it could have had to do with your stability or with another person, because the King of Pentacles could be another person, but since we have no other court cards, I'm going to assume it's you. So somehow you had a tower in your stability, in like, yeah, in your stability. And there's a truth you found out about someone or something. You're walking away from confusion, from feeling stuck. You're walking into the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Cups. The Fool's on the bottom of the deck, the Chariot. I feel like a lot of you could have felt stuck for a long time and could still be feeling this, okay? But there is some truth that's coming to light about someone walking away, or you walking away from someone. But there's like, it's like walking away from confusion, okay? That's the like main theme here. Like there was a tower. What's the Tower about? Hold on, guys. I want to see what the Tower's about. What's the Tower about? Knight of Pentacles. Somewhere you're giving energy to. Seven of Wands. I'm like, okay, hold on. Two of Swords and the Sun. The Tower's about some type of indecision. I feel this wanting to move forward and stopping yourself, and wanting to move forward and stopping yourself. It could be someone outside of you, so just put it where it goes. If you're not doing that, then it's someone around you. The Tower has to do with someone being in indecision for too long about something with you. And you're like walking away. Because of the truth. Because you don't want to be confused anymore, for sure. Like the major theme here is that you don't want to be confused anymore. You feel like you've come to a truth, right? This truth is like the Tower. I feel like the Tower is the truth that you figured out. You're walking towards a new beginning, okay? So wherever you are in this energy, I feel like I'm getting two storylines. I feel like, okay, I'm just going to go with both storylines. So a tower could have been caused because of someone being in indecision, causing you confusion. So you're walking away because you know the truth. There's another energy here. A tower is that they were in indecision, feel like you're walking away because of the confusion and the major truth of like, this is like, I don't want to be, I'm hearing like, I don't want to be with someone who's in indecision so much. Like that's what I'm getting. But there's two different storylines I'm feeling. So I don't know where you're at. I feel like it's either or. That's why I'm like, okay, which one do I go with? I want to get the advice on this. What's the advice? 10 of Swords, Temperance. There's some type of ending that you're moving away from slowly, but that's okay. It's like, it's taken a lot of time for you to realize that this is a dead end. That's what I'm hearing. And you're walking away and you're doing it slowly and you're trying to remain balanced as you do this, which can be very hard, especially if, let's say you had, I mean, any kind of connection you walk away from is going to be really hard. Okay, what's the advice? Strength, Leo energy, strength. So you're going to pull on your, wow, Five of Swords. Knight of Swords. What's the Knight of Swords about? Okay. So, judgment was called. That's what I'm hearing. Judgment was called. And we have Justice, which is Libra. And we have Strength in Leo. So we got Leo, Libra, That's all we have here. Okay. I feel like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Okay. So I feel like you're Leo for some reason. I feel like this is you standing. Okay. We have, okay, I'm like, how do I show them this? Okay. So, oh my gosh. All right. So, like, okay, so judgment and justice are over here. Okay. So I feel like judgment and justice are rushing in, but I feel like someone or something right here, Five of Swords, standing between you and feeling that judgment and feeling that justice. And I feel like whatever judgment you called, whatever strength you are having in walking away from this or thinking about walking away from this, because I think a lot of you could be on either side or walked away from this. Someone was standing between you and your justice and your judgment, but I feel like this Knight of Swords is cutting through the energy. Like, almost like I feel like Knight of Swords is spirit guides or like realizations, or the Ace of Swords, because the Ace of Swords is literally right beneath the Knight of Swords. So I feel like, okay, sorry, it takes me so long and I get like beat myself up for taking so long to get it, and it's like, why? So whatever. Like, I try not to like be so hard on myself, which maybe you're trying to do that too. So someone was standing between you and judgment, and like judgment's like when you're like, okay, I really see this as it is, like I'm calling, like I'm making a judgment call, like that's what I'm feeling on this one. And justice is like a rebalancing of, I'm hearing karmic scales, okay? So like someone was standing between you and this realization, and I feel like someone or something brings in energy, doesn't have to happen yet, brings in an energy of like judgment and like justice. Like judgment and justice were there. It's just like it was being hidden. Could be also from your own doubts and fears and like judgments of yourself that were like keeping this from reaching you. But I feel like it's taken strength to stand and wait for this, is what I'm hearing. Wait for this kind of movement of energy. I feel like it's like a rushing of like judgment and justice, which is like really beautiful actually, because I feel like you were stuck for a long time or feel stuck. And it's almost like you had to make a decision and truly walk away for this judgment and justice to follow through, because it's like, okay, so say you're with somebody, right? And they like hurt you in some way. And it's like you didn't, I just see like 10 of Swords again. So let's say someone was being sneaky, or like a Five of Swords can be sneaky, like winning at all costs, like manipulation, right? And let's say you're with someone like that and they did stuff beneath a veil, isn't what I'm hearing, and they hurt you, right? If you're still connected to them and you don't walk away, almost like spirit can't put karmic retribution on them, because you will feel their karma, is what I'm getting. I don't know why I'm getting this, guys. So like I feel like you had to walk away so that you could and it doesn't, I'm not saying that this person's going to get back karma, because that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that spirit, I feel like, was protecting you until you made the decision to leave. But also, like, this Five of Swords also keeps justice from coming in for you too, because sometimes like you have to like stand on your own and like do the healing work and like leave bad situations behind. And then what happens is that you get the healing from that. And because you get the healing from that, your justice comes in, and your justice like realigns and like gives you like what, like the rewards of that. And so I feel like it's on both sides. Okay. Weird. This energy could have felt really weird to you to go through. Weird, hard to call out is what I'm hearing. But I think what's most important is this, walking away. It's like this girl's like walking away from all of the cups and turning towards the Fool. That's what I'm really feeling. Oh man. I feel like some of you could feel like this person was stealing your life force for some reason. It could be a job for some of you. There's death. And the devil is beneath it. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I feel like someone was in devil energy. Okay? Devil energy, but death is coming to sweep it out, is what I'm hearing. Coming to like cut the cords I feel like this probably made you feel really uncomfortable. That's like what I am feeling. Wow, the devil and the death card have a lot of red in it, and I just saw the 10 of swords underneath that. There's a lot of red. See, red, red, red. Like, whatever the situation was, it was really hard to walk away from, or is really hard to walk away from. I feel like a stopping of the energy. I'm like literally like my channeling stopped. Like, so you may be feeling like when you're around this person, you get disconnected. Like, you will know this. Like, if this is not you, do not take it. If you feel like when you're around somebody that you can't feel certain things, or you get disconnected from parts of yourself, or you feel like you get swept up in their energy, like, take note of that. I think that that's what was happening. I feel the stopping again. Okay. The moon's here too. That's what I'm saying. You're rejecting things under the moon. You're like, you know what? If I don't know what's going on, I'm gonna reject that. Like, if I seriously feel like I'm confused, or I don't know what this person feels, or I don't know what the outcome is going to be, if I don't have a sense of like safety and a directness, because I feel like you want directness, right? I mean, we all, I feel like, want directness most of the time, but I feel like you wanted directness from this person, and like that you never got directness. You always got confusion. You always got like things were veiled under the moon. Like, you know, like you had to do a lot of healing to move through this situation, whatever this was. You really had to reject this. And I do feel like you had to step into, or are stepping into, Queen of Pentacles, which is like nurturing yourself. And it's taken so much strength to do this. So much strength. So much strength. Ooh, I just feel like for some reason I got like, you could be hiding right now. That's okay. I hide too. It's totally normal. Whatever this was, I feel like it really hurt you. This could be past energy for some of you, past relationships. This doesn't have to apply just right now. So, you know, I'm just letting you know. Whatever this was really hurt you and really confused you. And I think you had to get, oh my gosh, I feel like you had to get control of like your own devil energy. So like what happens, right? Is that if someone is in devil energy, and we have similar devil traits, right? Like, so we all have devil energy, okay? Obsessions, addictions, coping mechanisms that are not healthy, attachments to people that are not healthy. Like, we all go through it, okay? We all have a devil era. We all kind of like, not era, but like, you know what I mean? We all have devil energy in us, right? And I think that that's what this eternal child is about. It's about healing the devil energy within you. So this person connected you to your devil energy and like helped you see like how you were like, I just feel like a sweeping under, getting swept under, swept in to their energy. And then like, there's almost like a feeding that was happening. I know that sounds super weird, but that's what I'm getting. There's like a feeding energy. There's like a feeding off each other energy. But like, you recognize this is what I'm feeling. And like, we're again, under the moon, really tired of feeling like things are veiled, really tired of like getting into, you knew like, right? Okay. So like, I think that it took time for you to realize this, because the devil energy is seductive and it is hard to see. It's veiled, right? It always looks like something, it can look like love, like, right? Like, it can totally look like love. So maybe you had to go through this situation to heal the triggers of the devil within yourself, your attachments, your wounding, your core wounding. And it was really painful, whatever you went through with the 10 of swords. You're walking away from it. Death has come in to sweep the board off. Like, I feel like the board is going to be completely wiped for you. Like, I really genuinely do. And while the board is still being wiped, because I feel like you're in the process of this in some way, you're still either thinking about walking away somewhere, maybe walked away, like wherever you're at. The most important thing is getting it connected to the eternal child, because I never like thought about this before, but I'm getting it. The devil, oh, that makes so much sense. So the eternal child and the darkness that isn't, that the if the inner child does not get love and affection and safety from like it's, you know, like you, like as an adult self, and or like relationships that are healthy, it's going to move into darker childhood, inner child like tendencies, okay? Which is like attaching to someone outside of you and like needing their love and like for a sense of our own validation, right? So what I'm seeing is that if you can love and honor your inner child and give them the love that they need, and I'm talking about like imagination, visualization. ChatGPT is really helpful. You can come up with so many things. I swear it's really helpful, which is, yeah, it's really helpful. And because the more you honor and love and create safety for your inner child, the less this energy will come to play, the devil. Because like this is what I'm talking about, this part right here, the darkness under there. Because I do feel like they're genuinely connected. It's just funny because I never thought about it like that, which makes so much sense, right? Because if we're not getting the validation and the sense of safety that we need, we're going to seek it from outside sources. And it could be drugs, it could be sex, it could be relationships, it could be anything. Obsession, control could be another one. So like feed your inner child, give your inner child what it needs. Try not to be judgmental of the inner child. I do feel like a lot of you are in a process of healing your inner child, but it's going to help you get out of this devil energy. It's going to help you get out of, it's going to help you walk away from what no longer serves you, because I do genuinely feel like you guys are trying to walk away into a new beginning, because this is what's waiting for you. And again, what I was talking about in the beginning, the starborn, there's an egg here and it's cracked, but it's like hatching, right? So like you could be in the form of like an egg right now, like becoming, right? It's almost like the pearl as well in the middle, and this right here in the middle. Like there's an emerging of yourself, an emerging of your inner child, an emerging of your like, again, because the more we heal our inner child, the more we can step into the starborn energy, which is like showing who we are, claiming our authenticity, standing in our power, making moves that feel aligned with our soul's path. Like that's what I feel like you're stepping into. And you really had to, like, this process, whatever this process was, kind of led you into getting more connected to your inner child, getting more connected to your addictions and your tendencies. And not that you're addicted to anything, I'm just saying the tendencies of the devil, right? And obsessions and maybe attachments that are outside of you that weren't good. Because I do feel like a lot of you are walking away from somebody that you feel like is, I'm hearing not present, but still in devil energy and not recognizing it, because I don't feel like this person is as self-aware of what's going on. I do feel like a different of a level, like I see you up here and them down here, and I'm not saying that they're like, it's not better or worse. I'm just saying like in the soul's, the way the soul is, where you're healing basically is what I'm feeling. Strength. Keep holding on to your strength. Keep going. You guys are doing great. I mean, this is a lot. Anytime we deal with devil energy, it is very difficult, but you're stepping into a new beginning. Death is here as your friend, is what I'm saying. Like, death is never a fun process to go through, but once we complete the death transformation in that chapter, you're going to be a completely different person on the other side of this. And I do feel like you may have seen signs that you're already stepping into this type of person, or the person that you're becoming, that, more aligned and more connected and more authentic and more powerful. You may be seeing glimpses of it, but again, you're in the process of it. Feel the pain, feel the grief, try to show up for your inner child if you can, and you're doing great. And I think that's all I have for you guys. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.